Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with another cool arcade game pickup and repair video for you this morning. It's 9:46 Sunday morning. Last night I was scrolling on Facebook and a guy had I think it's an NBA Jam, or it may be a Maximum Hangtime or something, I don't know. But it's a 4-player basketball game. I'm pretty sure it's a Hangtime. So he put it on Facebook real cheap last night. I told him I'd take it. I can pick it up in the morning. And I don't know if you buy anything on Facebook, but if you send people messages on Facebook, 99% of the time they never even see it or they never write you back. And honestly, I kind of forgot about it. Didn't think I'd hear back. That was last night. So this morning I wake up, roll over, check my phone. And just for text messages and whatnot, and yada, yada, yada. And I got a message from this guy, and he said, yeah, that'll work if you can get it today. So I write him back, say, okay, I can come now. Just give me the address. And another hour goes by, thinking I'm not going to get this thing. Because, again, the price is really cheap. And Facebook on Messenger was telling me that this guy's getting a lot of messages on this machine. So once I saw that, I was thinking, well, I might as well just forget about it, because I was just kind of hanging around waiting to see what was happening. So after about an hour and a half, he messaged me the address, and it's only about 30 minutes up the road, so we'll go see what we can get. Hopefully it's still there. I hate picking up stuff sometimes on Facebook, because by the time you're on the way, other people are going to offer more money. And I'm real stubborn. I won't pay more than asking price, even if it's a deal. If he's got it listed for, that amount, I expect to buy it for that amount. It's like when you buy a house, paying over asking is just insane to me. If you've got a house listed for $400,000 and you go in there and you say, okay, I'll take the house for $400,000, and they say, well, we've already got offers over asking price. That's just insane to me, to offer more than what they're asking. But anyway, enough of that. I'll be back with you hopefully when I get this thing. All right, I'm leaving the guy's driveway, but I wanted to show you guys this. Look at all these big houses. See how nice these houses look? Real nice houses. Look at that one next to it. I'm telling you, this used to be the hood, but people come along and they buy up those little houses and they tear them down and they build up a pretty nice house. But to me, you're still in the hood. So that's just wild to me. But they've been doing that all over Charlotte. There's several areas of Charlotte that were pretty bad neighborhoods, and they come along and they build these really nice houses where the hood used to be, but you're still kind of in the hood. Like, look at this house here. I bet that was expensive. But anyway, I got to turn my GPS back on before I get lost here. I'll be back with you in a little bit. That was probably the old liquor store. You know that was a liquor store. Now it's Ultimate CrossFit. But anyway, we'll see you later. There's the light rail station. Here's a good look at downtown Charlotte. So we're in Rock Hill, but Charlotte's kind of the big city near us. We're in South Carolina, but right on the line. But this is Charlotte, Charlotte, North Carolina. I did a video a while back picking up a Killer Instinct, and people said they liked the video of outside the shop, so I figured I'd add this in. All those are little, I guess, condos or townhomes, apartments. I don't know what you call them. There's the Charlotte bus station. I used to ride the bus when I was a kid with my mom, and at the time they had this accordion bus. If you sat in the middle of the bus, it was like an accordion, and the seats would kind of move around. Does anybody remember that? Or maybe it was just a Charlotte thing. All right, I made it back to the shop. This is what we ended up with. I couldn't film anything at the guy's house. You know, it's a Facebook deal. I need to get in and out and be on my way as soon as possible. I was actually at his house less than 2 minutes, if you can believe that. That's always my plan. Let's see how fast I can get this thing on the truck. Well, the guy already had it in the garage. And you're probably wondering, well, how do you know it was only 2 minutes? Well, my lift gate actually has a 90-second timer on it. It's like a safety switch. So if you don't use it in 90 seconds, it'll just turn itself back off, and then you got to turn it back on. So it never did that. So I know, you know, I had it on the truck and was gone in 2 minutes. But I'll just go ahead and tell you what I paid for it. How's that sound? $150. But it's got a big problem with it. And I'm sure some of the viewers probably know what's wrong with it. Just go ahead and leave it down in the comments if you know what's wrong with it. But this is why I wasn't quite sure what it is, because, you know, it says NBA Jam. It's got some NBA Jam stickers on it over here. It's got maximum hangtime marquee. NBA Jam instructions. But it doesn't really matter. NBA Jam and maximum hangtime are pretty much the same game. But this is the 4-player. This joystick's different than the rest of them. But this is an old Simpsons cabinet or something. Somebody's put this in. Turtles, Ninja Turtles, Simpsons, something like that. It's probably a Hangtime, since it's got the Hangtime side art and the marquee. It was probably a NBA Jam, and then they updated it to Hangtime is probably what happened. But I'm sure it started life as a Ninja Turtles, probably. But we don't get these that much anymore. Everybody really likes the NBA Jams. all the 4-player games are pretty popular. Simpsons, NBA Jam, Ninja Turtles, all that type of stuff. But anyway, let me get my screwdriver and my multimeter, and we'll take the back door off and see what's going on with this thing. All right, back door is off. Got a 7000 monitor that's never been worked on. I can tell that because the blue caps, I know those are original. And the white knob flyback, never been changed. So if it's got the white knobs on it, it's an original flyback. And you can leave it like that if you want. But what I found over the years is the white knob flybacks, they'll drift. So, you know, it'll be on and working. But if you look at it, it might be out of focus. And then, you know, 20 minutes later, you look back at it, it'll be in focus. Same thing with the brightness. The brightness could be drifting up and down. That's a problem with the white knob flybacks. In my opinion, other people are like, oh, leave it in there. If it's working, leave it in there. Well, you can do that. You could do that. People don't understand. I'm running a business, though. I mean, if you want to do that at your house and go over there every 30 minutes and change the focus, that's fine. But, you know, if I'm selling this thing, I got to make sure it's pretty bulletproof because I don't want people calling me back. See? Do you see what's happening? All right, so 7000 monitor, good monitor. We got the maximum hang time board here. Then we got that old hippie's power supply there. We got a Mountain Dew cap, a screw, and a couple pennies. All right, I think I've seen enough. You ready to plug it in? Interlock switch. That's not pulled out. That's kind of weird. Maybe that's our issue. We won't get that lucky, will we? All right. Power cord does have some tape on it, but we're going to roll with it for now. We'll fix it later. We'll plug it in. All right. Nothing. Power switch has been disconnected. So I guess this is our power switch. Let's see. I heard the snap and crackle. I see a couple lights over there on my board. Let's see if anything's up front here. So the guy said the monitor was out and it was dim. Now, what was I just saying about the white knob flyback? It's probably drifting. The brightness probably drifted on him. And he thought it was going bad. The tube could be weak too. We'll see. But let's turn up the flyback. Do a little turny turn here. I think it'll be fine. I think the flyback was probably drifting on him, just like I was saying. Color seems okay. It'll be fine. I ain't even mess with I can probably turn up the colors and stuff, but my background's white, so that pretty much tells me it's somewhat adjusted. Well, I guess that's fixed. There we go. I got a nice maximum hang time here. I'll sell somebody. Let's wipe it down a little bit and take the pictures and put it on Craigslist. Come on now. We don't do that here. I think people do that all the time. They think that's what I do, but, you know, I don't do that. I got to go through this thing. I got to put a new power supply in it. I got to check all the buttons. I got to put 4 locks on it. I got to recap the monitor. I got to put a flyback in it. I got to put some orange T-molding on it. The T-molding drives people crazy, I think. I got to put a power switch on it. I think my joystick's stuck. Might be one of these two. Must have been this one.
Dallas Mavericks versus the Los Angeles Clippers.
I can't do nothing about that black bar. I've tried over the years. People say you can set your shutter settings and all that crap. It don't work.
Here's the tip-off.
Yeah, 4-player joystick stuck up. That's 2-player. I don't know what's going on here. I got joystick stuck up. I got buttons stuck. But I think we'll take that monitor out, cap it, put a fly back in it, power supply, get the spider off the bezel.
Shoot the ball.
Got to put a new power cord on it. Should have brought my 1/4-inch screwdriver back here. Yoink. I guess somebody has had that monitor out of there at some point. But they didn't change all the caps. It drives people crazy when I do this here. That's fine. So a 7000's got a drain down circuit. Don't do this at home, people. I do this every day. I'm real comfortable with it. But yeah, totally freaks people out when I don't discharge a tube like that. But anyway, let me go get my stuff. We'll get this out and on the bench. All right, I got the monitor out. We're going to go through, change all the capacitors. We're going to reflow the solder on the back of the header pin here. We're going to reflow where the 2 big resistors stand up. We're going to change this flyback. See the big crack all the way through the focus? I'm sure this thing was drifting was the whole problem. The guy told me that the monitor went out on it, which the screen probably drifted down to where he couldn't see it, and he thought the monitor was bad. And that's why you never plug in a game at somebody's house. If a guy's got a game on there for $150, it's worth $150, whether it's broke or it's working or whatever. Just pay the guy the $150. Don't plug it in. Just put it on the truck, get the heck out of there, and then you can plug it in when you get home and then figure out what the heck's wrong with it, okay? But I've heard stories of people going over to people's houses, plugging in the game and trying to figure out what's wrong with it at the guy's house. Are you insane? Are you crazy? People do the dumbest stuff. Just pay the guy and put it on the truck. He don't want to talk to you for 2 hours. He don't want to know all your life story. Just pay the man, put it on the truck, and leave. That's what I do. I was there for 2 minutes. But anyway, we'll start capping this baby. All right, I got the monitor back in. Looking good. Obviously, those black bars aren't there in person. It's a perfect monitor in person. Started looking at these joysticks. Someone's obviously replaced that one. And this one, remember, it was stuck up. It's because the blades was touching. That's the good thing about the leaf switch joysticks. They basically last forever. You might have to adjust them a little bit. Same thing with the buttons. You might have to clean them or adjust them. It's a shame somebody swapped that one for a cherry switch. Could have just left them. And it probably just needed cleaned, but anyway. They didn't really know what they were doing because this one's not adjusted right either. That one's stuck too. That blade shouldn't be touching. So I'm gonna mess around with that a little bit. I'm gonna probably change, well, I was gonna change those buttons, but they've got the player 1, 2, 3, and 4 on them. Well, that made that easy. Gonna leave that. So monitor's good. Got that all finished up. New flyback, new caps. Now we're gonna put a new power supply in it. That power supply works perfectly fine. May last another 10 years. May last another week. Don't know. Again, if you're in the hobby, you can just leave that power supply in there until it dies, and then you can swap it. Well, I'm trying to sell this to somebody, and the guy I'm selling it to, he ain't gonna want to be in there messing with that power supply. So I've got to put a new one in there, try to bulletproof it. So I don't want him to call me back unless he wants to buy another machine because the first one is working so good. So that's next. All right, so I'm looking at this control panel. This joystick's taller than the other ones. I'm hoping I have another one in the back I can swap it with. I'm not sure. I was thinking about taking the plexiglass off, but they put the pass and the steel and the turbo, all that's on top of the plexi. They should have put that underneath. So can't really take the plexiglass off. I mean, I could, but you'd lose all that. I kind of like that. I think it adds to it a little bit. So I'm going to try to clean it up best I can. I'm trying to get it an 8. Can we get it to an 8, people? We've got to try to get this thing to an 8 so I can make that money. Somebody at some point put some textured something or another on top of the plexiglass. Now you'd have to think that they put that on there for a reason. What was that reason? Dare I find out? I mean, it would look a lot better without it, you would think. Is it going to be all cracked up underneath there? What am I getting myself into here? Why did they put that on there? There's got to be something wrong with it underneath there somewhere.
Maximum hang time. Midway presents maximum hang time.
So far, so good. I'm gonna get way over here in the middle and something's gonna be messed up on it probably. We got Mike's name carved in there. So far, we just got a name carved in there.
The Chicago Bulls versus the San Antonio Spurs.
All right, I think it's looking better already, even though it's got Mike's name in there. As long as it doesn't have anything obscene underneath it, we'll be all right.
some serious hang time. Boom. Hip it. Hip it. Shoot the ball. He turned it over. He comes up with a board. Hip it. Shoot the ball.
That's all I did.
Heating up. Not to be catapult. Hipper. Hipper.
This is Mike Oakland. Thanks a lot, Mike Oakland, for carving your name in my NBA maximum hang time. I really appreciate it.
Finger roll.
So I'm gonna take some Goo Gone and try to get all that residue off there. I may try to sand that off a little bit. We'll see how that goes. But I think it looks better without the black.
Shoot the ball.
Got to get it to an 8. We're gonna keep going. Anybody want to buy a popcorn machine? 220 volt, commercial grade. It's like what you see at the movie theater, top of the line. Well, that kind of escalated quickly. I decided to just go ahead, take the plexi off, swap all the joysticks, and swap all the buttons. Now, I know I was just talking. Oh, the leaf switches, they never go bad. Blah, 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 blah. But what happened was, this joystick was too tall, and I didn't have another one that matched. And then this joystick was about worn slap out. The grommet was messed up. So I didn't want to have 2 wrong joysticks. Plus all the white buttons were pretty yellowed. And the plexiglass had somebody's name scratched into it. So I figured I'd just go all the way with it. I still got to clean it up and tighten down a few more bolts. But I think that looks a lot better. I just wasn't happy with the other way, okay? I just wasn't happy with it. And since this is Joe's Classic Video Games, I'm allowed to do that, okay? I'm put all new in it. Because I'm gonna make that money on this machine. So, that's pretty much that. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit more. I'm gonna take the T-molding off, take it outside, do a little quick and dirty touch up on the black. I'm gonna put some T-molding on it, and then I'm gonna pass it off to Ronnie, and he's gonna finish up the video because I'm running out of time. About time for me to go home. But we're gonna work another hour or so, get this baby all knocked out.
All right, folks, Joey got it finished and then headed off like he said. It looks really good. That's a pretty nice looking game, really. I don't know that there is a dedicated NBA hang time. Obviously, you could put it in an NBA Jam cabinet, but I don't know that I've ever seen a dedicated hang time. This is probably like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cabinet. So it's slightly different, but close enough for government work. I think these 4-player games, you know, it was kind of a 90s thing. We had so many great 4-player games that came out. I think they figured out at some point, probably with Gauntlet actually, that if you have a 4-player game, people can join in at any time, and they just make a lot more money. I guess on this one you can't really join in at any time, but still, 4 players at one time, you're making 4 times the money. What a cool looking game, though. I think it came out really nice. He touched up the paint a little bit, left the original side art. You know, a lot of times people, you know, he talks all the time about making things in 8. A lot of times people put new art on things, but it just doesn't look like the original art. If you need it, because yours is just so far gone, yeah, of course, it's great that we've got it. But if you've got original art like this, I would much prefer this. Yeah, it's not perfect. It's got some wear and stuff there, but how did that happen? I mean, that's from an arcade, you know? That happened on location. It didn't hurt anything. It's just a little worn. I would much rather have that than have a brand new piece of art. But a lot of people don't feel that way. He took some of the art off of the control panel that was on it earlier because that stuff will just peel off, and it had like Coke that had been spilled on it, and so we peeled off a bunch of it that we just didn't need. So personally, I think this is a really good looking game. I think that would look great in a home arcade if that's the game you like. See, that's another point that I'll mention. Everybody's got NBA Jam or wants to have NBA Jam or NBA Jam Tournament Edition, and maybe it's even a superior game. But how often do you see a maximum hang time? It's not dedicated, but a cabinet devoted to a devoted cabinet. Maybe I just invented the new phrase. When was the last time you saw a cabinet devoted to maximum hang time, where somebody had the board in it and had it set up like that? You know, you can swap the boards out and play hang time inside your NBA Jam cabinet, but this one is just hang time. So I think that's really cool. All right, so let's set up the tripod. We'll play it a little bit, and then we'll see if I can be on fire or whatever it says. Okay, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about the flickering. You're just going to have to deal with it. I actually tried to fix that post-process one time by blurring the image. It just didn't look right. Okay, so see what it says? It says hang time maximized. Apparently there was actually an NBA hang time, which is what the side art is, from 1994, but this is maximum hang time from 1996. So my point still stands. It's even harder to find a maximum hang time that somebody's actually got in a cabinet. Look, you can change the privileges, attributes, uniform, head. Pretty crazy.
Maximum hang time.
Maximum hang time.
Maximum hang time.
Pin number. Don't worry about that, folks. Don't worry about what my pin number was. I know some of y'all are little thievers. Look, Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen. Glenn Rice and Anthony Mason. Dikembe Mutombo. Yeah! Is it Chris Webber? Was his name? I don't know all these guys. I've forgotten some of them. John Stockton and the mailman Karl Malone. God. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, you can change. I screwed it up, but
The Utah Jazz versus the Vancouver Grizzlies.
okay, I'm not any good at this, by the way. Shoot, pass. All right. To shoot, hold the red shoot button down until you wish to release the ball. A quick tap causes the player to fake a shot. Press turbo and a super dunk. Press turbo and the shoot button. Okay.
Here's the tip-off. Tosses it high above the rim. Didn't know he could do that.
I think he cheated.
He passes it. Goes Morris. Goes up. Boom shakalaka. And this game is tied at 2. Edward. Goes on a scoop. Greg Anthony. Morris. Jim Morris. Goes up. Morris. Takes it to the hoop.
I'm getting there. I'm trying to learn the mechanics a little bit.
Goes up. He lays it up.
Like I said, I'm not really that good at it.
To Morris. Morris. He passes. Leans in. Shoot the ball. He jams it in. High gain. Anthony. From the wing. Scores. To Morris. Morris. Bingo. Edwards. He shoots. He couldn't hit the backside of a barn. Morris goes up.
I missed the alley-oop. I keep missing it.
Utah takes the lead. Anthony. He lays it up. And this game is tied at 10. Malone. Morris. Goes up. Boom shakalaka. Utah out in front. Edwards. From the paint. He misfired. Morris. With a hand in his face. He's lighting it up.
I don't know that he can really do much, many of the dunks. I kind of ended up picking the wrong guy.
Goaltending.
Oh, come on.
Got it away in time. No good.
No, good. I was trying to be Karl Malone, but I changed it around to now I'm Morris. I don't even know who that is. Okay, let's not continue. And we'll play a different team or a different player. Let's go back to the Hornets.
Midway presents Maximum Hangtime.
Glenn Rice, Vlade Divac, Del Curry. Oh, hell yeah. Nope. How are we going to do this? Divac and Del Curry. Yes, please.
Hornets
Vlade Divac and Del Curry.
versus the San Antonio Spurs. Here's the
Oh, damn, I'm Vlade Divac, though. I didn't really necessarily want that, but whatever.
This game is underway. Goes up. Elliott. He's got skills. San Antonio leads by 3.
Can Del dunk? I think he can.
Raises up. Fancy footwork. To Maxwell. He climbs through the air.
Oh.
Divac. Curry. Maxwell gets a double dunk. He's got skills. Pump fake. Divac. Curry. Fade. Get that out of here.
Never happened in the history of basketball.
He unloads one.
Whoops.
Cock,
See,
kaboom.
that's what Del Curry typically would do.
Wheeling and dealing. From the free throw line.
There was never a time that Del Curry took a shot and it got blocked like that. It never happened. I watched every game. It never happened.
Rejected.
Like that.
Raises up.
That never would have happened.
Tosses it to Elliott. Fades away. Off the side of the rim. Leans in. Great shot. Max Nolan. 1 minute to go. Curry. Miss.
Oh, come on.
Half
Come on.
Elliott. Baseline deflected. Elliott grabs the ball. Get that out of here. Shoot the ball. Raises up with a hand in his face.
I can remember back in the day, we used to listen to the Hornets, you know, on the radio.
For 2.
And
nothing but
they'd be down, 6 points or something.
Maxwell.
And there'd be 3 minutes left in the game.
To Maxwell. A lob pass.
Oh, look at that. Oh!
It's Hangtime. Out.
They'd be down 6 points, and there's 3 minutes left in the game, and they'd say, coming off the bench, Curry, and he'd be coming in, and we'd be jumping up and down. Oh, Del Curry's going to save the game. All right, let's same thing. Let's pick a different team. Oh, damn. We might do one more after this.
Lighting it up. Device. From outside. Right through the
Who knew?
pass on the top of the circle. Spurs have possession. He comes up with a board to Curry. Curry from the paint. And down the well it goes. Turnover. Way up in the air. He jams it in. Device. A little jumper. Maxwell. He's done. He flies through the air. He jams it in. Tosses it to Elliott. Oh, is it the snooze? Device with a layup. Leans,
Oh, come on.
raises up, fancy footwork. DB turned it over.
Come on,
Out of
man.
here. Takes it to he scoops to his teammate. 1 minute to go. Spinning to the hole. Deflected. Serious. It's a double derby. He's on fire.
He's on fire.
Device. Spinning to the hole. He shoots. Blocked it. The ball is loose. Goes up for two. Rejected.
Oh, come on.
He couldn't hit the backside of a barn. Curry. Fades. Wide open.
Boy, he does. They do have it going on more when they're on fire.
Elliott.
Let's see if there's a halftime show.
Yeah, what you gonna do when I come through, babe? Yeah, Hangtime, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Anything goes on the court, I never been beat. Beauty on the skin deep, I like the real 10 feet. You can't stop me, you're playing sloppy. You need more practice, maybe you like this. To enjoy the game by
Press turbo to swap.
You even shoot a trait. A 3-point threat, no sweat, you can bet. Back it out and fade away.
There we go. There we go. All right, now we got it how I want it. So Del Curry and Glenn Rice. There we go. That's just a better lineup.
It's showtime. Rice. Clean pick.
Oh, come on.
Curry. Deflected. Elliott.
The guy's still on fire.
Good for three. Leans away. Right through the net. From long range, the straight. Curry. With a layup.
I'm gonna need better than that though.
Maxwell through the air. Blocked. To Maxwell. To Elliott. Get that out of here.
Yeah.
Rice. Wild shot.
Yeah, pretty. Little far out.
Elliott. Oh, gone. Elliott.
I'm gonna need that rubber band AI to kick in anytime now.
To Curry. He lays it up. Hornets down by 14. Rice. 1 minute to go. Goes up. Rejected. He shoots. Off the side of the rim.
I keep missing the alley oop.
He shoots. Good shot. Hornets with
I'm down 12 points.
Through the air. Elliott grabs the rock, raises up. Rice. He's lighting it up. Charlotte down by 10. Switches hands. Fancy footwork. He goes to the hoop. Incredible. Counted away in time. No good.
He tried the sky hook.
To Rice. Lama Lama Ding Dong. Hornets behind by 8.
Hornets behind by 33 points.
Spurs by 10. Hurry. From the arc. Amazing.
I keep missing the alley-oops. I just don't see them coming.
Through the air. Open for 3. Scores. Spurs lead by 10. To Curry. From the arc. Yes. Elliott. Passing roll. Nicely done. Curry. He lays it up. Elliott. Raises up for the layup. Nicely done. Spurs lead by 9. Hammered it. Boom, shakalaka.
They're ahead by like 50, and they're still letting them pick me off.
Curry. Again with a shot. Amazing. Dealing and dealing. 1 minute to go. Then Rice.
I'm holding the turbo down so long that he's running out.
Rice. He shoots. He's lighting it up. He turned it over. Terrible shot. And it pulls out. For 2. He's on fire. Elliott. Fades. Just seconds left. San Antonio leads by 3. With a layup. He's got skills. Charlotte catching up. Intercepted to Rice. Rice took him out.
Ah! I almost had it.
Swish.
Oh! I tried, people.
Antonio Spurs win the game.
The rubber band AI couldn't save me. I wasn't talented enough. Very cool. I honestly think that on these games, you're just down to the roster. I mean, do you like the roster on the NBA Jam, Tournament Edition, Hangtime, or Maximum Hangtime the best? That was a really fun time back in the 90s whenever the Hornets were a big deal, and the Spurs, you know, it was one of those things. I never really hated any of the teams. Just a 90s thing. It was just fun to watch all that. It's nothing like that anymore. Just everything, it's just completely changed. It's lost a lot of what was really fun about it. I can't even put my finger on exactly what it is, but I think, I don't know. It's just got so commercialized. It's just, it used to be where it was just all about fun, and it just seemed a lot more fun back in the day. But now it's all about money, and it's all about the presentation, and it's all about the commercials and the sponsors and the blah, blah, blah. And they had all that back then, but it was just, there was less of it, and it was, the game was what was important. So like I said, I used to listen to it on the radio. Here in Charlotte, the WBT would play all of the games, because if it was a local game, you couldn't watch it on TV. They'd black it out to try to force you to go to the game. So, but you could listen to it, and the guys would call the games, kind of like people call the like wrestling matches and crap, and they just tell you everything that was happening on the court, and you could hear squeak, 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 squeak. Their sneakers squeaking the whole time, and you could paint the picture in your head of what was going on with the game, and the Hornets were never like a championship caliber team, but they did win a lot of games. I mean, they did pretty good. And they could beat any team on any night. It just, you never knew really what was going to happen. But it was really exciting, and it was fun being into the actual all of the players. You know, just all of we had a lot of characters here in town that were really cool. So anyway, that's NBA Maximum Hang Time. A little trip to the past, rookie. Look at that. Ah, so cool. All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We will see you on the next video.